start recording so you can just, I think you're the participant, so you can just mute ourselves.
Hey, Morgan, are you able to hear me? Awesome. All right, I'm going to mute myself for just a couple more minutes and we'll get started at 6:30. All right. Good evening. Welcome to class. Let everybody get settled for a moment. Did everybody have a block? Does anybody need a block? All right. My name is Gina. Thank you for joining me with class this evening. Got a fun one. We are going to be starting on our backs. So go ahead and make your way there. Allow your eyes to flutter shut. Backs of the hands rest gently on your mat. Legs are long. And breathe. You've already done what you came here to do. You showed up. And everything after this is a bonus. Every suggestion that I make is just that. Use modifications. Find what feels right in your body. And if you need to, always return to your breath. On your next inhale, breathe in through your nose. Feel as the air travels through your nose, deeply into your chest as it expands your belly. And as you exhale, feel your belly deflate, as with your chest, and out through your nose. Follow in this rhythm for a few moments as you breathe in deeply through your nose, chest, belly, and exhale, belly, chest, nose. On your next inhale, bring your knees into your belly, give yourself a nice big hug. And on your exhale, your knees fall to the left. You can allow gravity to let them guide more towards the ground. You can use your left hand to push them a bit further. Your right arm can extend towards the mural. And as you inhale, breathe deeply into your right ribs. And exhale, feel the twist in your lower back. Inhale deeply into your right body. And exhale, maybe you twist a bit further. On your next inhale, return to center with your knees. And exhale, gently drop them to the right. Using gravity, using your hand, whatever you need to feel comfort. As you inhale deeply into your left side body. And exhale, twist a bit further. One more inhale. And exhale, we return to center. Give your knees a big hug. Begin to rock left to right. Give your back a nice little massage. And on your next breath, begin to roll back and forth, up and down, until we meet in a long-legged seat. As we inhale, arms rise with a straight spine, and exhale, bend forward into your first forward fold. Inhale, you can straighten your back and eyes are towards the front of the room. Exhale, bend a bit deeper. One more inhale as you look forward, flat back, and exhale, fold forward. On your next inhale, arms rise and your right foot crosses over your long left leg. Inhale, exhale, twist to the right. As you inhale, straighten your spine, and exhale, guide your twist a bit further. Your gaze is towards the back of the room. One more inhale to lengthen your spine, and exhale, twist a bit further. On your next inhale, return to center, arms rise. Exhale, twist to the right. Left hand plants behind you. As you inhale, lengthen your back, and exhale, twist a bit further. On your next inhale, begin to bring weight into your left hand and right foot as your hips rise off the floor and your right arm opens. Modified side plank towards the lobby. Inhale here. On your exhale, your left hip will tap to the mat as your right hand reaches towards your left foot. Inhale, rise. Exhale, left hip taps, reach towards your left foot. Inhale, rise. Exhale, tap. One more inhale here. On your exhale, your left foot plants, your right foot kicks out for a modified side plank. Right arm opens here. Inhale. Exhale, use your right obliques to stand up into gate pose. Inhale. Exhale, bend towards the right. As you inhale, lengthen your left arm, and exhale, maybe you crawl your fingers a bit further down your right leg. Again, inhale, stretch your left arm, and exhale, bend a bit further. On your next inhale, return to center with warrior two arms. Pivot your right towards the front of your mat and begin to bend deeply into your right foot. Take a few breaths here. On your next inhale, we'll bring our right elbow to your right knee, open up to extended side angle. Inhale, lengthen your arm. Exhale, open your body. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, open towards the ceiling. On your next breath, we'll cartwheel our left hand to the floor. Right arm opens. Modified side plank. Option to kick your left leg for a full side plank. Breathe here. Exhale, we'll cross our right foot over your left knee. Sit back down on your left hip. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, forward fold. On your next inhale, both legs are long. Exhale, cross your left foot over your right and twist to the left. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. On your next inhale, return to center. And exhale, we'll twist to the right. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist. On your next breath, begin to bring weight into your right palm and left foot as you lift your hips up. Right, left arm peels open. As you inhale, lengthen. Exhale, maybe push those hips a bit closer to the ceiling. Inhale here. Exhale, right hip dips to the mat. Left arm reaches towards your right foot. Inhale, rise. Exhale, dip. One more. Inhale, rise. Exhale, dip. Inhale, rise. Right shin plants, left foot kicks out and plants, left arm peels open, and breathe. Inhale here. Exhale, use your left obliques to bring you up into gate pose. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, bend down to the left. With every inhale, reach your right arm a bit further towards the mirror. Every exhale, walking your left hand a bit closer to your left foot. Inhale, rise. On your exhale, warrior two arms, pivot your left toes towards the front of the room. Begin to bend deeply into that left knee. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, cartwheel your right hand back down, left arm peels open. Option to kick that right foot out into side plank. Inhale, breathe. Exhale, left foot crosses in front of the right knee. Sit down on that left hip. Arms rise. Both legs are long. Exhale, fold. Beautiful. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sit on your left hip and bring your feet back to a tabletop position. We'll take a few cat-cows here. On your inhale, belly drops, tailbone rises, gazes towards the ceiling. Exhale, round your back, tuck your tailbone, engage your core. Inhale, belly drops, tailbone is high. Exhale, round your back. Last one, inhale, arch. Exhale, round. On your next inhale, return back to neutral. As you kick your left leg back and right arm forward. Find stability over that left palm and right shin. As you inhale, lengthen your left leg and right arm, and exhale, crunch your left knee to your right elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Option to stay here. Option to kick your left foot towards your glute. Reach around with your right hand. Grab your foot and kick. You can gaze towards the mural. Kick your left foot into your right hand. Breathe deeply into your right shoulder. Exhale here. On your next inhale, come back to lengthen. Exhale, back to neutral. Let's take one cat-cow. Inhale. And exhale. Back to neutral. Inhale, right leg long, left arm long. Inhale. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, long. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, long. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, long. Option to stay. Option to kick that right foot towards your glute. Reach around with your left hand to grab your foot. Kick your foot into your hand and gaze towards the lobby. Inhale into your left side body. Exhale to kick a bit further. Inhale, breathe. Exhale here. Inhale, lengthen. Woo. And return back to neutral. Beautiful. On your next breath, toes tuck, legs become strong. Send that tailbone up for your first down dog. Go ahead and pedal your legs out. Maybe you sway your hips a little bit. Biceps are strong. Your head is between your biceps. Inhale into your back. And exhale. On your next inhale, begin to slowly walk your feet towards the front of your mat. We meet in forward fold. Very, very nicely bent knees. Reach towards opposite elbows and begin to sway. Your head is heavy. Maybe you nod your head yes. Shake your head no. Maybe you raspberry out your lips to release some tension. Option to bring your palm under your toes, bringing some tension into your back for a nice scapula stretch. Inhale into your back. Exhale, we meet back in forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, slowly rise up. Arms reach towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful. Inhale, rise. Exhale, we'll sit in our chair. Knees or hips width distance apart. Look down, can you see your toes? If not, bring a little bit more weight into your heels. Inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. Send your left foot back, left hand plants, right arm peels open to the mural. Inhale, lengthen your right arm. Exhale, guide your chest gently towards the ceiling. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, open. And on your inhale, plant your left foot at a 45-degree angle. Rise up to warrior two. Bend deeply into your front knee. Inhale. Exhale, we open to warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Send your hand behind your back. Right arm rises. Exhale, right elbow to right thigh. Left arm opens, extended side angle. Again, inhale, lengthen that arm towards the sky. Exhale, open. Inhale, we come back to warrior two. Come to face the front once more. Exhale, hands plant to frame your front foot. Kick your right foot back to three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, right foot plants between your hands again. Left foot plants, inhale, stand. Both legs are straight. Inhale, interlace your hands behind your back. Look up, open your chest. With two straight legs and a flat back, begin to bend forward. Option to float your fist away from your back. With every inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, guide your nose a bit closer towards your knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold a bit deeper. On your next inhale, rise back up to stand. Exhale, hands plant your right foot. Send that back, three-legged dog. Down dog. Shift your weight forward into plank as we move through our first vinyasa. Option to go to your knees for chaturanga. Lower down slowly to your belly. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, tuck your toes, downward dog. Breathe here. Inhale, begin to look forward. Walk slowly to the top of your mat. We meet in forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, swan dive, arms up. Inhale. Exhale, we sit in our chair. Spine is straight. Biceps frame your face. Inhale here. Exhale, hands plant. Step your right foot back, right hand plants, left arm opens. Gaze towards the lobby wall. Inhale, open your left arm. Exhale, open your chest a bit further towards the sky. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. On your next breath, right foot plants, begin to rise up to warrior one. Inhale here. As we exhale, warrior two towards the mural. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, left elbow to left knee. Right arm peels open, extended side angle. Inhale. Exhale, open your chest. On your next inhale, begin to rise back up to warrior two. Rotate your body to the front of the mat. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, hands frame your left foot. Kick your left foot back to three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, left foot plants between your hands. Right foot plants. Inhale, rise up. Both legs are straight. Interlace your hands behind your back. Chest is open. Exhale, fold forward over your left leg. You want to keep a straight spine here. Don't go further than is comfortable. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, send the energy closer towards your leg. Inhale, we rise back up. Exhale, hands frame your left foot. Left leg kicks back to three-legged dog. Exhale to down dog. As we inhale to shift our body forward towards plank. Exhale, lower to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, down dog. Return to your breath here. On your next breath, gaze towards the front of the mat. You can either step, hop, or float forward. If you're floating, bend your knees generously and hop, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, swan dive, rise up. Exhale, sit back down into chair. Bring your weight back into your heels. Tailbone is tucked. Inhale. Exhale, hands plant to frame your feet. Left foot steps back, left arm plants, right arm opens. Twisted lunge. Inhale, lengthen your right arm. Exhale, we come up into warrior one. Inhale to lengthen your arms. And exhale, open to warrior two. From here, we're going to take your block, gaze towards the front right-hand corner of your mat. Begin to shift your weight forward. Right hand plants on the block. Left leg floats, left arm peels open. Half moon. Pretend your back is on a wall. You want to try to be as flat as possible. As you inhale, option to kick your left ankle towards your glute. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, kick. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, kick. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, kick. Inhale, step back to warrior two. Beautiful. Inhale, 5-pointed star to the lobby. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Breathe here for a moment. We'll inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left hand plants, right arm peels open. Option to take a slight bind and twisting that right hand behind your low back. Inhale, roll your right shoulder back. Exhale, maybe twist your torso a bit more. On your next exhale, bring your right hand down to the mat and switch them around. Left arm peeled open. Option to bind behind your back. Inhale, roll that left shoulder back. Exhale, twist your torso a bit further. On your next exhale, return to wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend deeply into your left knee as your right ankle nails deeply into your mat. Skandasana towards the back of your mat. Option to keep your hands on the floor. Option to bring hands to heart center. As you inhale, find a non-moving object on the mat, maybe 5 feet away from your nose. Find stillness here and breathe. Inhale and exhale. On your next breath, begin to walk yourself back towards the front of your mat. Hands frame your right foot as you kick your right foot back to three-legged downward dog. Inhale. Exhale, right knee to nose. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, rise. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, rise. Exhale, step your right foot through your hands. Rise up, tall pyramid. Legs are straight. Inhale here. Interlace your hands behind your back. And exhale, fold down. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, maybe you float your fist a bit further away from your back. On your next breath, your hands frame your front foot. Shift your weight forward a bit as your left leg begins to float, standing splits. As you inhale, try to reach that left leg a bit further up. And exhale, try to get your nose as close to your leg as you can. Inhale, lengthen your left leg. Exhale, fold further. On your next inhale, return back to warrior one, left foot plants, arms rise. Exhale, hands frame your right foot, flow through your vinyasa. We go from plank, exhale, lower down to chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog. Walk that dog out. On your next inhale, look forward. Step, float, or hop towards the front of your mat. We meet in forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, chair. Beautiful. Send your weight back. Inhale, lengthen your arms. Exhale, sit a little bit deeper. One more, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sit a bit deeper. On your exhale, hands plant. Right foot steps back, right hand plants, left arm peels open towards the lobby side wall. Inhale. Exhale, we're gonna come on up to warrior one. Right foot plants, inhale here. Exhale, open warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, eyes towards the top left-hand corner of your mat. Move your block on over. Shift your weight forward. Right foot begins to hover. Right arm peels open. Half moon. Right foot is flexed. You want to get your chest almost parallel to the mirror wall. As you inhale, lengthen your arm. Option, exhale to kick that right ankle back towards your glute. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, kick. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, kick. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, we'll fall back into warrior two. Beautiful. Inhale, five-pointed star towards the mural. And exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Breathe here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Option to plant your left hand as your right arm opens towards the back of the room. Option to twist that right hand behind your low back for a bit of a bind. Inhale, roll that right shoulder back a bit further. And exhale, allow your torso to twist closer towards the back wall. One more inhale. Exhale, right hand plants. Left arm opens, peels towards the mirror. Option to bind behind your back. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist. Breathe here. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, bend deeply into your right foot. Left ankle is planted into your mat for Skandasana towards the back of your mat. Inhale, hands to heart center. They can also remain planted on the ground. To find your balance, find a non-moving spot 5 feet in front of your nose and focus. Find stillness. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, begin to walk your hands towards the front of your mat. Frame your left foot. Kick your left foot back to three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, left knee to nose. Inhale, left foot rises. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, left foot rises. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, left foot rises. Exhale, left foot plants. Inhale, we rise up. Both legs are straight. Inhale, interlace behind your back. Chest is open, breathe. Exhale, fold forward. As you inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale, send your energy closer to your left leg. Inhale, breathe. Exhale, your hands plant to frame that left foot. Shift your weight forward as your left foot begins to float upward. Standing splits. Inhale, look down towards your toes. Exhale, engage your core to remove some of the room between your belly and your leg. Inhale, send that right leg up a little bit further. Exhale, we return back to warrior one. Rise up. Inhale. Exhale, we flow through our vinyasa. Inhale, right leg gets kicked back. Shift forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. And breathe. Inhale. Walk your dog out. On your next breath, make your way up towards the front of your mat. We meet in forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise towards the sky. Exhale, we sit into our chair. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to step our left foot back. Cartwheel, open our hands towards the mural for a revolved lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, we're going to send our right arm back towards the back left leg. Left arm rises. Inhale. Exhale, begin to look towards the top left-hand corner of your mat. Left hand plants, left foot rises, right arm peels open towards the mural, revolved half moon. Inhale, your left foot is flexed. Exhale, your right arm is open. One more inhale. Exhale, we cartwheel open, left foot plants, Warrior two towards the lobby. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle, right elbow meets your right knee. Left arm is peeled open. Inhale here. Exhale, gaze towards the top right hand corner of your mat. Begin to shift your weight that way. Maybe your left leg begins to hover. Left arm peels open. Half moon. Inhale here. Option to kick your left foot back towards your glute. Reach back with your left hand to grab your foot and kick back into your hand for sugar cane. With every inhale, breathe deeply into your left shoulder. And exhale, you kick your foot a bit further away from your body. 2 more breaths here. Exhale, we land in warrior two. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold, left hand plant, right arm opens. And breathe. 1 more breath. Exhale, right hand plants, left arm opens, twist towards the left. Inhale into your left shoulder. Exhale, twist your torso. 1 more deep inhale. Exhale, return to center, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend deeply into your left foot, Skandasana. Inhale to find stillness. Exhale, feel the balance in your left ball of your foot and your right ankle. 1 more breath. Exhale, begin to walk your hands towards the front of your mat. Frame your right foot. As you inhale, kick your right foot up towards the sky. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Option to kick your right foot through. Roll over onto your right palm. Peel open your left arm. Fall in triangle. Inhale into your left side body. Exhale, lift your hips a bit further. Exhale, return to 3-legged down dog. Right leg reaches up. Inhale. Exhale, right foot plants between your hands. Inhale, rise. Interlace your hands behind your back. Inhale here. Exhale, fold. Find stillness. You can do it. On your next breath, hands frame your right foot. Left foot begins to float. Standing splits. With every inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, send your nose a bit closer to your leg. Inhale here. Exhale, your left knee is going to tap the back of your right knee, Shiva squat. Inhale, standing splits. Exhale, left knee to right knee, Shiva squat. Inhale, standing splits. Exhale, left knee to right knee, Shiva squat. Inhale, left foot rises. Exhale, left foot plants. Stand up, warrior one. Exhale, hands frame your front foot. Step back to plank, move through your vinyasa. We meet in downward dog. Come back to your breath. One more inhale, really lengthen your spine here. Send that tailbone towards the ceiling. and exhale. On your next inhale, gaze towards the front of your mat. Make your way to the front into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, chair. Inhale, lengthen your arms. Exhale, sit a bit further. Inhale. Exhale, step your right foot back. Left arm opens. Revolved lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, begin to lean back. Your left hand finds the back of your right leg. Right arm is long. Inhale. Exhale, begin to gaze towards the top right hand corner of your mat. Right hand plants. Right foot begins to float. Left arm peels open towards the lobby. Revolved half moon. Right foot is flexed. Inhale to open that right arm a bit further. Exhale, your back foot plants. We meet in warrior two towards the mural. Inhale. Exhale, extended side angle, left elbow to left thigh. Right arm peels open. Inhale, lengthen your arm. Exhale, open. On your next inhale, gaze towards the top left-hand corner of your mat. Begin to shift your weight that way. Hand can meet a block, hand can meet the floor. Right leg kicks back, right arm peels open, half moon. Right foot is flexed. Your chest is almost parallel to the mural wall. Option to kick your right foot back towards your glute. Reach back with your right hand, catch your foot, and kick back into sugar cane. As you inhale, breathe into your right shoulder. Exhale, kick a bit further. One more deep inhale. Exhale, we land in warrior two. Inhale, 5-pointed star towards the side. Exhale, fold. And just breathe. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. As you exhale, maybe you start to engage the tops of your knees to fold a bit further. Maybe use your hands to reach towards the outsides of your legs. Maybe you begin to play with headstand. Come back to your breath. As we inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, bend deeply into your right knee, Skandasana towards the back of your mat. Left ankle is nailed into the mat. Find a non-moving spot. Focus and breathe. Inhale. Exhale, begin to walk your hands towards the front of your mat, framing your left foot. Inhale, kick your left foot back to the sky. Exhale, left knee to nose. Inhale, left foot rises. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, rise. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Option to kick your left foot through. Peel open onto your left hand. Right arm opens. Fallen triangle. Inhale. Exhale, go ahead and flip your dog. Kick that left foot back up towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, left foot plants between your hands. Right foot plants. Inhale, rise. Exhale, interlace your hands behind your back. Inhale, open chest. Exhale, bend forward. Straight spine. Clear mind. Focus on your breath. Breathe deep into your nose, chest, belly. Exhale, belly, chest, nose. On your next exhale, hands plant to frame your left foot. Inhale, your right leg floats towards the sky, standing splits. Inhale, lengthen your right leg. Exhale, right knee to left knee, Shiva squat. Inhale, standing splits. Exhale, left knee to right knee. Inhale, right foot is up. Exhale, Shiva squat. Inhale, standing splits. Hold. Exhale, right foot plants. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, hands plant. Kick your left foot back to plank. Move through your vinyasa. We meet in downward dog. On your next breath, your knees find the floor. Bring your knees to the width of your mat. Begin to sit your hips back to child's pose. Arms lengthen towards the front of your mat. Allow your head to rest on your mat. With every inhale, maybe you straighten your arms a bit more. Exhale, sit a bit further into your hips. On your next breath, walk your hands towards the top right-hand corner of your mat. Option to put your left hand on top of your right for a deeper stretch in that left side body. Inhale, breathe deeply into your left armpit. Exhale, maybe you sink a bit deeper into your hips. Inhale, we return to center. Exhale, walk them over to the left. Option to place your right hand on top of your left for a deeper side body stretch. Inhale into your left armpit. Exhale, allow your hips to sink deeper. One more inhale, we'll return to center for child's pose. Take one more deep inhale. And exhale, sink your hips once more. On your next inhale, begin to rise up towards tabletop. We'll sit down on our left hip, coming into almost a crisscross with your left foot on the bottom. Your shins can be parallel. You can also do crisscross if you'd like. As we inhale, flat back, arms rise, and very, very slowly begin to fold forward. You'll begin to start feeling this in your right hip. Only go as far as comfortable and as far as your flat back allows. With every inhale, maybe you bend a bit further, and exhale, send your breath and your energy towards your right hip. Again, inhale, and exhale, fall a bit further into that right hip. Inhale, we walk our hands back towards our legs. We're gonna send that right leg behind us. Tuck your right toes to straighten out your hips. Inhale, crawl your hands up. And exhale, we're going to fold forward into pigeon. Option to use a block to rest your hands. Option to stay right here. Forearms, your hands wherever you feel comfortable. If you feel like your hips aren't square, go ahead and tuck those right toes. Nice little trick to keep your hips square. This should be uncomfortable, but not painful. With every inhale, allow that breath to invigorate that left hip and right hip flexor. As you exhale, feel yourself sinking deeper into the posture. A few more breaths. As we inhale, begin to walk your hands a bit closer towards your body. Slight back bend here. Option to kick your right foot towards your glute. Reach back with your right hand. Twist open towards the mural. Option to stay right where you are. Inhale. Exhale. Go ahead and release that right foot. Rock towards your hands. Tuck your right toes. Send your left foot back to plank. We're going to count to 5 and gently lower down to our bellies. Option to come down to your knees. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest on your belly. Arms come out wide to a T. And just breathe here for a moment. On your next inhale, your left hand plants in front of your face and use that momentum to roll over your right shoulder. Maybe your left foot plants behind you. Maybe your left leg rests on top of your right leg. Wherever you are today is exactly where you're supposed to be. Exhale, let's go ahead and return to our bellies. As we inhale, push yourself up to upward dog. Roll over your knees, back to tabletop. We'll sit on our right hip now. Send our legs forward again for a little crisscross. Left leg is on top this time. As we inhale, our arms rise. And exhale, begin to slowly bend forward. You'll feel this in your outer left thigh. Inhale, lengthen your arms. Exhale, send your breath towards your left hip. Again, inhale, maybe you walk your hands a bit further. And exhale, sink deeper into the pose. Inhale, begin to walk your hands a bit closer to your body. We'll send your left foot back this time. Tuck your left toes as you walk your hands a bit closer to your right leg for a slight back bend. And exhale, begin to fold forward into pigeon. Option to stay fully upright. Option to come onto your elbows, your hands. Maybe you lay flat. Go wherever you feel comfortably uncomfortable. With every inhale, come back to our warm-up. Breathing into your nose, chest, and belly. Filling up deeply. And exhaling fully. On your next inhale, begin to walk your hands a bit closer to your body. Inhale for a slight back bend. Option to kick that left foot back. Reach back with your left arm for a little bind. Inhale. And exhale, release. Last one of the day, I promise. Go ahead and tuck those left toes. Kick your right foot back to plank or modified plank with knees on the ground. Inhale and exhale, lower down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On your belly, your hands are to a T. Breathe here for a moment. On your next breath, bring your right hand close to the front of your face. Begin to push your body over your left shoulder. Again, maybe your right foot plants behind you. Option to also bring your right hand towards your lower back as well for a bit more of a chest opener. As you inhale deeply into your right side body, one more breath. Exhale, go ahead and return to your belly. We'll inhale the upward facing dog. Exhale the tabletop. Walk your hands back until you find a nice seat at the back of your mat with long legs towards the mirror. We'll inhale, arms rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. On your next inhale, arms rise. And exhale, vertebrae by vertebrae, rolling down onto your back. Your head being the last thing to meet the mat. Allow your legs and arms to be long. Backs of your hands are pressed into the mat gently. Option to flutter your eyes shut and breathe. Sometimes we can get bogged down with rigidity, routine, hustle culture. Sometimes it's nice to return to your breath, become a bit more flexible, both in your body, but also in your mind. Allowing for leniency, allowing yourself to sway. Bring your attention towards the space between your eyebrows. Allow it to relax. Bring your attention towards your traps, your shoulders, your upper back. Let it melt deeply into the ground. Your heart is beating, full of energy, sending life throughout your body. But allow it to relax as well. Your belly is strong. Your hips are heavy, and allow them to sink into the mat. Feel your thighs, your knees, your calves. They've worked so hard all day. Allow them this time to relax. Your toes, your ankles, the bottoms of your feet. Let them melt into your mat as well. Stay here and enjoy a few more moments of silence. I'll be here to guide you out. On your next breath, begin to bring some movement into your hands and toes. Roll out your wrists. Roll out your ankles. Whenever you're ready, find your favorite side. Roll into a fetal position. Use your hands as a pillow and relax. When you're ready, eyes remain closed as you come up into a seated position at the top of your mat. As we inhale, hands come together at our heart. As we lift them towards our third eye in between our eyebrows. Inhale. Exhale, maybe your thoughts be filled with peace. Bring your hands towards your mouth. Inhale. Exhale, may your words be filled with love. Inhale, bring your hands to your heart. Exhale, maybe your heart be filled with light. We'll take one last inhale as a class, breathing in deeply into our nose and out through our mouth as we inhale and exhale. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope you bring this peace to the rest of your week as well. Have a lovely afternoon. If you could just place your blocks back up there, or you can bring them up to the front of the room, I'd be happy to put them back for you. I'll be out at the front if anybody wants to talk. Bye. I hope you had a great practice.